Hello, Olivia. Thanks for today. Hi, Ellen. Thank you for coming. I went to your new place for the first time, and it's quite a nice place. I'm surprised that your new place was a penthouse. Well, it's not as nice as our mansion with a yard, though. Yeah, a house with a yard is nice, too. When I was a kid, I dreamed of having a dog. I always dreamed of having a big dog to play with in the yard. I hate dogs. Oh, I see. I hate animals, including dogs. Are you thinking of getting an animal in that penthouse? Well, it's not decided yet, but it's a pet-friendly property, so it's up to my husband and I to decide. No, no, no. Having an animal in the house is not allowed. If it smells even the slightest bit of animal, I'll spray disinfectant and clean it all up. What? Then you may not be able to come to our penthouse anymore. We're not sure if we're getting a dog or not, but my husband says he wants to get an animal as a pet. Sam said that? Yeah. Don't lie so obviously. Since he was a child, he's never said he wanted an animal. You're just putting the blame on him because you want to have a pet. He's actually wanted a pet since he was little, but he told me you were against it. So he put up with it until he moved out of his parents' house. Now you're blaming me. I can't believe you. You married my son and you're living in a penthouse as newlyweds. I thought even you, a poor person, were finally getting used to our upper-class lifestyle. I knew that a poor person like you, no matter how you try to fix it, would still be poor. Please don't say that. It's true that my father is not a CEO like your husband. He's just an ordinary office worker. But he put me through college and gave me a good life. He is a kind father. No matter how kind he is, without money, you can't buy things with kindness, can you? Or maybe, are there any stores for poor people where you can buy things through kindness rather than money? Not exactly. I believe there are more important things than money. I don't think so. See? That's how poor people think. You can call me whatever you want, but I like this way of thinking. I can't believe a person like you became the wife of the son in our upper-class family. I don't like it. It's filthy. You knew about me and my family background, right? I just assumed that you knew all about it and approved of our marriage. I'll take this opportunity to tell you. I was against it, but my husband insisted. He told me that you two were all for it. I only pretended it was in front of him. An upper-class wife should be modest and obey her husband. I was protecting my pride as an upper-class wife. I see. That's right. You really don't know what I'm talking about. From now on, I want you to make sure that you behave like an upper-class wife. I'm going to help you become a more suitable wife than you are right now. So, prepare yourself. What? For starters, join our club. Club? What do you mean? It's a social club where wealthy people gather. At my place, we gather once a week for information exchange and to have meals or tea together. The membership fee is $2,000 a month. $2,000? Do you mean $20? What? $20? You can't buy anything with that kind of money. A kindergartner's allowance is more than that. What? How much do you give to a kindergartner? Okay. In our club, we have a luxurious meal every time. We use high-end champagne and premium ingredients. We invite top chefs to prepare the meals. To someone like you who's poor, It might sound like a fantasy. Since you've married into our family, you're joining our upper-class ranks. It would be a problem if you didn't shed your poor mindset.
I'm sorry, but I'll have to decline. I don't have any problem with your financial sense. But please, don't force it on me as well. Spending $2,000 per month is impossible, especially when we already have a $2,000 monthly loan.
A loan? No way you bought that penthouse with a loan.
Yes.
Is this a joke? I thought you bought it outright. Loans are what poor people do. It's disgraceful.
Even if you say that, there's nothing we can do. Given our incomes, the $2,000 monthly repayment is already a stretch.
That's what happens when you choose a penthouse that's not suitable for your stature. Didn't your parents teach you not to buy what you can't afford outright?
Wow, surprisingly sensible words coming from you.
Excuse me?
But there was no other choice. We can manage the monthly payment somehow. It's our issue, so you don't need to worry.
Of course I'm going to worry. Jesus Christ. It makes me feel sick to have poor people in our family.
We're not defaulting on the loan, so it's fine. Anyway, I can't go to the club or whatever it's called. Please understand my position. Thank you.
Olivia, can you come to my place this weekend? I have a noble gathering with all my relatives.
Do you mean that club you mentioned the other day? If so, I believe I declined.
It's different from that. There's no membership fee, so please come. I want to introduce you to my relatives. Despite the difference in our family backgrounds, you've married into our family. I want you to engage with us and experience the atmosphere of the upper class.
I understand.
Wonderful. Well, then come to my house at noon. I'll be looking forward to seeing you.
Ellen, why did you do that all of a sudden?
Why? Because there was a filthy poor person mixed in with our noble gatherings. That's why I slapped you.
That's terrible. First of all, you invited me. I thought we might be able to make up. But instead, you slapped me and yelled at me for being poor. And then you kicked me out of the house. Thanks to you, I'm standing in the yard.
What? You still haven't left? Poor people like you should leave immediately.
Even if I wanted to go back, I don't have the car keys. I left my bag inside your house.
Oh, really? Wow. You're using a designer bag?
Yeah? So what?
A poor person who can only buy a penthouse with a loan, yet using a designer bag, huh? I wonder if you're trying to look like us by doing this kind of cheap trick. Poor people are so miserable.
Just give it back.
Sure. Here you go. Pick it up.
Hey, my bag. You shouldn't throw it out the window. I'm glad I managed to catch it, but...
Oh my God. You look like a dog. You are more despicable than a dog. A poor person with no decency?
That's so rude.
Stop messing around and get the hell out of here. You are a poor woman burdened by debt. Get out now. I'm so embarrassed to be related to you.
I see. Then I'll stop paying the loan.
What?
Well, I'll leave you now. I'll be able to give you better news within a week. I'll be in touch. Ellen, we've decided to stop paying the $2,000 monthly loan. I thought I'd let you know.
What? You guys had the financial capacity to pay it off in one lump sum? What on earth were you thinking? Taking out a loan instead of paying it off?
Oh, no, we didn't pay it off in a lump sum. It means that we will stop paying the loan itself this month.
Stop? Are you out of your mind? If you stop paying the loan, where are you guys going to live? You went through all the trouble to buy that luxury place and now you're letting it go after just 6 months?
We don't plan on letting go of the penthouse. We've already paid for it.
What? What are you talking about? You said you bought the place with a loan. You said you were paying $2,000 a month.
That was a lie.
A lie?
I saved up the money with Sam before we got married. We bought our place with a lump sum payment when we moved in. The $2,000 a month I'm paying is the mortgage on your house.
What?
I was told not to tell you, so I accidentally mentioned the loan before, and I couldn't correct the misunderstanding about it. But that wasn't about the penthouse. I was talking about the mortgage on your house.
I don't understand. It was my husband who bought our house. He's a president and super wealthy. That's why he bought it in full with cash. There's no way he would have taken out a loan like a poor person. If he were that kind of a man, I would never have married him.
Exactly. It's because of that way of thinking.
What?
According to him, around the time of purchasing the house, the company's business wasn't going well. There wasn't enough financial stability for an all-cash purchase. However, because you look down on loans as something only poor people do, it seems he pretended to pay in full, but secretly took out a loan. It's a 40-year loan with a monthly repayment of $2,000, and there are about 5 years left.
Oh no. I can't believe my husband was actually doing the same thing as the poor people. I thought our house was a beautiful house, but it turns out to be a house still not fully paid off with a loan? This can't be true.
Well, he secretly came to our new home after we moved in, and he confessed this to us. He also apologized sincerely to us, asking us not to tell you, and requested us to take over the remaining loan secretly.
Why would he do that? Even if our house had a loan? There's no way my husband is so poor he can't afford $2,000 a month. He's the president of a company.
It seems the company's business is deteriorating again.
So what if it's deteriorating? It's not like there's no income and his actual earnings haven't decreased.
It just hasn't visibly decreased in your eyes. In reality, he has been dipping into his savings to manage everyday expenses. The biggest expense in the household seems to be your $5,000 monthly allowance. He said you would get angry and wave a knife around if he tried to decrease it. So he says he can't do anything about it.
What? So is my husband's company really in a bad situation? I can't believe it. There's no way that's true.
We should have bought a house within our means instead of showing off. I should have been honest with her about the loan and the business. He said that to us in tears, regretting his actions in his younger days. Considering our income, the $2,000 monthly loan was tough, but he sincerely apologized to us and asked for help. So we discussed it with Sam and agreed. We believed there were more important things than money, so we were okay with making a little sacrifice to help him.
Well then, keep paying from now on. Why are you telling me to stop now?
You slapped and yelled at me in front of the relatives, didn't you? After that incident, including Sam and your husband, we all agreed that we couldn't let you get away with it any longer. From now on, we'll deduct the loan from your allowance forcibly.
What?
Also, the total amount of the allowance will be reduced. You will only receive $1,000.
Only $1,000? That's no way to make a living.
You can. It's enough to live alone. Since rent isn't included in the $1,000, there should be enough.
Fine then. It's not like it matters if the allowance is reduced. If I need more, I'll just ask my husband. For shopping, I can just use my husband's card.
Wait, what are you misunderstanding? Of course he will be leaving the house.
What?
I said it's enough to live alone. It's a great opportunity to let you live on $1,000 for a month. If he stayed close, it wouldn't make sense, would it? Plus, it would be troublesome if you started waving a knife to him. He has already moved to a safe place. He took all his cards, money, and valuables with him.
Why would he do something like that? Is he trying to starve me to death?
No one can starve on $1,000. You said that an upper-class wife should obey her husband, didn't you? I don't think that way, but people have their own ways of living. Well, you are the one who said so, so you should own your word. You can do that, right?
This is unbelievable. I can't accept this reality.
I knew you'd come. Just because you don't know where your husband is, you decided to storm into our place. It's just as expected, so it's funny.
This is no time to be laughing. Why is there a dog in your house?
Oh, it's our guard dog. Since you don't like dogs, we decided to get one. Just as the burden of $2,000 per month is gone, we have financial flexibility. Although we call it a guard dog, it's a Pomeranian puppy.
It barks so much. It even tried to bite me. How aggressive and rude. This is why I hate animals.
I guess even puppies are not to be underestimated. If a villain comes in, it barks to drive them away.
Who's the villain here?
Well then, let me rephrase that more accurately. An ex-upper-class wife in her 60s, left with nowhere to go after being abandoned by her husband. Despite her pride, she is incompetent and tends to rely on others while complaining. The absolute worst kind of crappy old lady. Do you understand now?
What the hell? You weren't the type to say such things. You used to talk about the importance of kindness, didn't you? What happened to the poor people's mindset?
I've learned that there are people in this world for whom kindness doesn't matter. I learned that from you. It's like we are living in a completely different world. People who only think about berating, looking down on, and using others don't seem like human beings to me. A dog that doesn't understand language seems to communicate better than you.
Ugh.
What? Can't you speak human language anymore?
Don't make fun of me. I am your husband's mother, you know. My husband is a president, and I am a super classy upper-class lady. Do you think it's okay to have that kind of attitude toward me?
If you keep making a scene in front of my door, I'll call the police. Oops.
You've already called them.
It's because you were so noisy. The security guard has arrived. Wow, this is indeed a luxury apartment. Security is very tight.
What the hell? Send these people away.
No, I won't. I'll change the locks on the house, so please don't enter without permission from now on. Well then, good luck with your new life.
No way. I absolutely can't stand this.
It seems the security guard escorted her out, and she reluctantly returned home. Instead of quietly adjusting to a $1,000 lifestyle, she contacted her friends and relatives all over the place, asking for money to borrow. But everyone already knew what she did to me and her husband had left her. And it appears she's been left on her own. Her prideful $2,000 membership club had to be canceled. Now, it seems she's completely disheartened with her pride shattered. Meanwhile, Sam's father managed to rebuild the company, and now he expresses a desire to rebuild their marriage. However, if it seems impossible, he's contemplating divorce. On the other hand, my husband and I are currently head over heels for the new dog we recently adopted. While maintaining a connection with Sam's dad, we plan to carefully assess whether Ellen has genuinely reflected on her actions.